This video is an overview of completing the annual questionnaire from Tennessee Pension Administrators. The annual questionnaire is found in the shared folder that has been shared with you and must be downloaded either to your desktop or to a local drive in order to complete. In my previous videos, I explained that the PDF files may not be saved in the online format automatically. Once you have downloaded the questionnaire, you will want to complete it. For training purposes, I have pre-populated a questionnaire that I will go over. The first part of completing the questionnaire is filling in the plan name and the plan year end. For most plans, they will have a 12/31 year end. However, if your plan is a fiscal year end, this date will differ. The year-end data request has its own checklist to complete, starting with completing the annual plan questionnaires, section 1, 2, and 3. Scrolling down to section 1, we start with the ownership and officer information. The first set question here is asking about ownership in the plan. You will list the owners of the plan and their percentages owned. This will total the percentages here for you. This should total 100%. Question 2 is asking for any family members that are related to owners. You will list the employee's name, their relationship, and which owner they are related to. Question 3 is to list all officers during the plan year. Question 4 is asking questions related to controlled group and affiliated group status. If you should answer yes to any of the questions below, you will have to fill out an additional questionnaire that will be provided by your plan administrator. Moving on to section 2, we begin with contribution funding, and the first question is wanting to know if Tennessee Pension Administrators is preparing your contribution allocation, when do you need that contribution allocation by? You will enter the date here. Second question is asking if your employer's tax return will be extended. The reason we ask this is that will determine when the contribution deductibility deadline is. In the salary deferral section, there is one question and is asking if all employee deferrals were remitted to the plan timely. Depending on the size of your plan, this amount of time will differ. In the employer contribution section, we begin by asking, will the employer make a contribution or intend to make a contribution for the plan year? 4A is asking, is the employer contribution being made qualifying for a safe harbor provision? 4B is asking, if yes to 4A, will an additional employer contribution be made to the plan? 4C is, if yes to 4B, please indicate how to allocate the contribution or contributions in question 5. Question 5 states how will the employer allocate the employer contribution? Typically, it will be one or the other, a profit-sharing contribution or an employer matching contribution. Please note, for training purposes, I have selected both. In the profit-sharing section, you will select one of the options and fill in the blanks. For the employer matching section, you will select one of the options and fill in the blanks. Please note, your plan document may dictate the maximum amount or how this formula is allocated, so if you have any questions, please reach out to your plan administrator at TPA. Section 3 is about general plan information. These questions are asking about certain events that may have occurred during the year, and answering yes may require additional information. Please read through each one of these carefully. In the miscellaneous section, we are asking general questions to the plan. Once complete, scroll back to the top and review the checklist. Once completed with the annual plan questionnaire, mark off that you have completed it. The next step is to complete the census data request. A following video will have instructions on how to complete this. In addition to the census data request, we would like you to provide the Form W-3, Form W-2s, and a payroll annual summary report with employee detail. Your payroll provider should be able to provide you with this type of report. The Form 1040 Schedule C and the Form 1040 Schedule K1 are related specifically to sole proprietors and partnerships. These may not be applicable to your plan. Lastly, we would like you to provide a current copy of the plan's fidelity bond statement. Please note that some of these items may not be available right away. In order to get the compliance work started, we will need the completed annual plan questionnaire, the census data request, and the payroll annual summary report. As long as you have these 3 items, we will be able to begin and these other items can be provided at a later date. Lastly, you will need to sign off on the questionnaire. We will accept a typed signature, a wet signature, or an electronic signature. Save and put it into the shared folder and notify services@tpatn.com or your assigned plan contact that your year-end items are complete and ready.